Hello everyone, this is The Grind, where I try multiple different types of coffee once a week. This week we are going to be starting off with Don Francisco's 100% Colombia Supremo. Kind of, not too common. It's a little exotic, so I thought it would be interesting to try out for the first ever episode. Now, what I would traditionally be doing for the rest of the episodes is I'm going to be showing me roasting the coffee, or not roasting the coffee, but brewing it, and showing the coffee drip and whatnot. But unfortunately, I didn't do it for this episode. I kind of just came up with the concept, and I just wanted to, film it now, have something, that I could upload, and this is the end result. That's why I kind of have a lackluster background. All it is, it's blue with a bat. Anyways, so we're going to do a coffee review on this brand of coffee. For those of you who have not tried Don Francisco's before, he makes, vanilla nut, Hawaiian hazelnut, and cinnamon hazelnut coffee blends. I have tried the vanilla nut, and I am a big fan of it, but I have not tried the Colombia Supremo, so I am kind of eager. Now, I have already opened it, so the seal is off, but, yeah, I'm not going to be able to open the seal here. I apologize. First episode's kind of falling apart. Has a really good smell. Has like a traditional, of course, coffee smell. Nothing crazy. It has like that really bold, heavy, thick. What is it called? Yeah, Colombian smell. It's like really that the Colombian coffees have. It's just like really kind of a bold aroma. And it also has like a Hawaiian, like a tropical island type of smell to it. So the initial smell, great, full-bodied, and it has kind of those like island nodes, So I would give the smell like an 8, easily. Great smell. I love the smell of this coffee. If I could bathe in it, I guess I can't. So let's move on to the actual, the nectar of the gods. Here it is. Already dripped, already prepared. I add 1 tablespoon, or I don't know if it's a tablespoon, but I add 1 spoon of creamer and 1 spoon of sugar. That's it. So it's kind of like, there's no biasness, for when I do try new coffees, because it's like the same ratio of creamer and sugar. I also drip the same amount of coffee for each cup. It's what they recommend for professional coffee test tasters recommend is that you have 2 cups, or 2 tablespoons of coffee for 1 cup of coffee. The appearance is fine. It's kind of very oily on top. I'm noticing that. Yeah, very oily upon initially looking at it on the top, but apparently that's supposed to be a good thing. That just smells like it smells like the can, but brewed. It has a great smell. Maybe a little less. It smells a little less fresh than it does, from the can itself, but it still has a great smell. I'm going to move on to actual taste. It's a really good cup of coffee. I mean, there's, like I said, I didn't add or subtract any normal amount of sugar or creamer that I would normally add. This is like a traditional cup of coffee that I would make, and it tastes great. It has it tastes like a traditional coffee, like you would get from like a diner or something, but there's like there's that Colombian boldness added to it. And like I said, coupled with that it's like a very, very, very slight fruity, herbal, I don't know what to call it, it tastes like it's from an island, so it's very good coffee, I gotta say that. Not very acidic, not noticeably acidic, which I like. I'm not a huge fan of acidic coffee. Bold, really bold, carries its flavor very well, very strong flavor. Yeah, it's a very good cup of coffee. Alright, so the smell initially, from opening the can itself, it's like a 9. You know, I'm not going to say 10 because I'm sure there's something better out there, you know. But I'm going to give this a 9. Wonderful smell, you know, when you first open it, just great. Moving on to the smell of this, you know, after you brew it. I'm going to have to give it an 8. You know, it almost as good as this, the same as this, just a little, for some reason it smells a little less fresh. I don't know why, it kind of has that little added smell to it. It doesn't smell as good as this. The appearance, I would give the appearance a 5 or a 6, you know, somewhere around there, because it's really oily on top. A lot of little oil strands, you know, kind of floating around up there, and it's not necessarily the most attractive thing to drink, honestly. So I'm going to give appearance about a 6. Acidity, like a 5, you know, it's very neutral. The acidity is there, but it's not too much, you know. Overall flavor, I would have to give it, I'd have to give it an 8. I would have to give it an 8. This is a very good cup of coffee. I would recommend it to anyone, you know, who really enjoys coffee. This little can where I bought it, I think it was like a Walmart for, it was like $4.99. Decent value for really good coffee. And that's it. That's all I have for the first episode. So please leave a comment or a like or subscribe, or just try to, you know, try to create something out of this video. I would love to try more coffees that you guys would suggest, or maybe even send in. You know, if you guys would like to send me in some coffee, send me a message or a comment or something, and I'll give you my address or a place where you can send coffee in to me. Anyway, this has been The Grind, and I am the Shaggy Haggard, signing out.